The 8 auspicious symbols of Buddhism. The precious parasol, the golden fish, the vase of great treasures, the lotus flower, the white conch shell, the knot of eternity, the victory banner, the Dharma wheel or Dharma chakra. The 8 auspicious symbols of Buddhism originated in Indian iconography. In ancient times, many of these same symbols were associated with the coronations of kings, but as they were adopted by Buddhism, they came to represent offerings the gods made to the Buddha after his enlightenment. Although Westerners may be unfamiliar with some of the 8 auspicious symbols, they can be found in the art of most schools of Buddhism, especially in Tibetan Buddhism, in some monasteries in China. The symbols are placed on lotus pedestals in front of statues of the Buddha. The symbols are often used in decorative art or as a point of focus for meditation and contemplation. Here is a brief overview of the 8 auspicious symbols. Number 1. The parasol. The parasol is a symbol of royal dignity and protection from the heat of the sun. By extension, it represents protection from suffering. The ornate parasol usually is depicted with a dome, representing wisdom, and a skirt around the dome, representing compassion. Sometimes the dome is octagonal, representing the eightfold path. In other uses, it is square, representing the 4 directional quarters. Number 2. The golden fish. The 2 fish were originally symbolic of the rivers Ganga and Yamuna, but came to represent general good fortune for Hindus, Jainists, and Buddhists. Within Buddhism, it also symbolizes that living beings who practice the Dharma need have no fear to drown in the ocean of suffering, and can freely migrate, chose their rebirth like fish in the water. Number 3. The vase of great treasure. The treasure vase is filled with precious and sacred things, yet no matter how much is taken out, it is always full. It represents the teachings of the Buddha, which remained a bountiful treasure no matter how many teachings he gave to others. It also symbolizes long life and prosperity. Number 4. The lotus flower. The lotus is an aquatic plant that roots in deep mud with a stem that grows up through murky water. But the blossom rises above the muck and opens in the sun, beautiful and fragrant. So perhaps it's no surprise that in Buddhism, the lotus represents the true nature of beings who rise through samsara into the beauty and clarity of enlightenment. The color of the lotus also has significance. White, mental and spiritual purity. Red, the heart, compassion and love. Blue, wisdom and control of the senses. Pink, the historical Buddha. Purple, mysticism. Number 5. The white conch shell. In Asia, the conch has long been used as a battle horn. In the Hindu epic the Mahabharata, the sound of the hero Arjuna's conch terrorized his enemies. In ancient Hindu times, a white conch also represented the Brahmin caste. In Buddhism, a white conch that coils to the right represents the sound of the Dharma reaching far and wide, awakening beings from ignorance. Number 6. The eternal knot. The eternal knot, with its lines flowing and entwined in a closed pattern. It represents dependent origination and the interrelation of all phenomena. It also may signify the mutual dependence of religious doctrine and secular life, of wisdom and compassion, or, at the time of enlightenment, the unions of emptiness and clarity. Number 7. The victory banner. The victory banner signifies the Buddha's victory over the demon, Mara, and over what Mara represents: passion, fear of death, pride and lust. More generally, it represents the victory of wisdom over ignorance. There is a legend that the Buddha raised the victory banner over Mount Meru to mark his victory over all phenomenal things. Number 8. The Dharma wheel. The Dharma wheel, also called the Dharma chakra, is one of the most well-known symbols of Buddhism. In most representations, the wheel has 8 spokes, representing the eightfold path. According to tradition, the Dharma wheel was first turned when the Buddha delivered his first sermon after his enlightenment. There were two subsequent turnings of the wheel, in which teachings on emptiness and on inherent Buddha nature were given. For more videos, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to ring the notification bell and this video share with your friends. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Namo Buddhaya!